Ladies and gentlemen, Slim Jim Dolly here with another episode of the Broken and Disturbed Creative Podcast. With me at this time, we got my surrogate father, Chale. We have a special announcement. Even though we're not celebrating it today, we have a special announcement. Today is the Madness's birthday. Woo! We are celebrating it on Friday at Tucked Away from 7 to 9:30 with unlimited wings, beer, and mixed drinks, and of course, cake. We also have Mr. Nick.
Hey, yo.
But I heard the great news when I was in the lift over here. Nikki, Bella, and Artem are going through relationship struggles, and I've never been more excited. Finally, some justice for Cena. Cena was about to give his heart, his soul, about to produce a kid, and she was like, I don't want to be with you no more. And now, after giving birth to that ugly baby, that ugly baby, she is finally realizing that she doesn't want to be with her Dancing with the Stars partner, and I find this hilarious. I'm going to open up the floor on this topic.
Oh, that hit the spot.
Mike, it's your birthday. What do you think? How do you feel? Aren't you excited that Nikki, Bella, and Artem might break up if they can't work it out in couples therapy?
Basically, I don't even watch Total Bills anymore because I really don't care.
Nobody can hear you. There you go.
Smart.
I don't even watch Total Bills because I really don't even care about that stuff anymore.
Right, exactly, because Nikki Bella got rid of the best character on the show, which was John Cena. We got to look into the life of a real-life superhero, and then Nikki Bella cuts it off, and now we don't know anything that Cena's doing. All we see him is riding a stupid cow in the Experian commercials and talking about self-driving cars in the Honda commercial, and I hate it. What about you, Nick? How do you feel that Nikki Bella and Artem might break up because she's stupid?
I really don't care. I like Brie Bella better.
Brie Bella is that wife. She's that ride or die. Daniel Bryan, you are a lucky man. Brie Bella is the type of girl every girl in the country should strive to be. Nikki Bella, you the type of girl that people are... You're basically Cardi B, but...
Plastic.
Plastic, yes. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect description.
He's more real. Primo for life.
Primo.
There you go.
You come Friday too, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You better. I'm telling you.
Friday, there's going to be cake for one of your best friend's birthdays. How can you
I'm gonna come to your house.
not be
I'm gonna come to your house and fuck you up. No, I'm gonna come to your house and fuck you up. All right. All right. You better go.
And apparently on the Royal Rumble pre-show, we're going to see Charlie fuck Nick up.
Yeah. And I want Wednesdays and Fridays.
Damn, he's gonna.
And I want Sunday from you this week too, because fuck it.
Yes.
Sunday's a Rumble at my house.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, the Rumble is at my house.
I just want you to go. Mike is gone. I'm not. No, listen, because I'm starting my cleansing next day. I get psyched up, you know.
Which is why you got to get nice and fat on Sunday.
Hey, I'll get the 6-feet honey barbecue on boneless.
And this is what we do on this podcast. We order wings. We drink beer. We drink mixed drinks. Yes, I'm going to get 6 PB&J mixed with the cranberry barbecue.
Tell her what what you gonna mean.
You can tell him?
I didn't know that. This kid is off today. I was gonna say he fired.
No.
I almost shit in a brick.
Now, Saturday night, they're going to announce the 1 and 2 entry in the female Royal Rumble, and they're going to announce the 30th entry in the male's Royal Rumble. Who do we think is starting off the female Royal Rumble?
I'm thinking it might be Charlotte and Sasha Banks.
That's an interesting call. What about you, Nick? Oh no, Sasha wouldn't be starting it. She's champion.
We're talking
talking about who's winning it?
No, who's starting? Because they're bringing back WWE backstage this Saturday.
Maybe Bianca.
Bianca Belair and
Just start the Rumble.
yeah, they're announcing the first two.
Probably Bailey. Maybe that'd be
Thank you.
Bianca Belair and Bailey. That would be a good start.
competing with each other.
I'm gonna go for a swerve here. We're gonna get Paige,
Yeah.
starting with AJ Lee.
Yeah, Bobo might be.
Because that would be a good reason for Paige to be on WWE backstage to be like, oh, by the way, I'm coming in at number 2, and a retired WWE legend is coming in at number 1. My best friend in this company, AJ Lee.
I'm glad she's coming back. I hope she comes back.
I hope she comes back too. CM Punk technically works for WWE Fox, so there'd be no reason for AJ Lee to not be like, Dave, can I go wrestle the Rumble real quick and see how well I do? And then they could embarrass her and get her thrown out second. Yeah. I don't like that they're announcing who's coming out at number 30 for the men's Rumble, though. Because they basically told us what match is starting the show and what match is ending the show. And what if number 30 is like a throwaway? What if it's like Jinder Mahal? What if it's like...
I'm sorry, I'm like.
But I also think that they're gonna like... I feel that 30 spot has to be someone special, but not necessarily win.
Yeah.
Like it'd be really good for like... I'm just gonna say The Rock, because if Jey Uso is still in the final 6, and The Rock eliminates Jey Uso,
If The Rock do come out,
I would be dope.
I'll be shocked as hell, Roy.
Because then The Rock eliminating Jey Uso would be disrespect to the family, even though Dwayne is really the head of the table. And that's what I'm thinking.
And that could open a feud for
Roman versus The Rock.
for WrestleMania.
And The Rock wouldn't necessarily have to win. He would just have to eliminate the Usos.
Okay, so I'm
But she hooked you up, man. With your beer, man.
Hey, when you order the same thing every week, they take really good care of you here at Tuck Delay,
Yes.
and they refill your glass quickly.
Yes. That's right. Wednesdays and Fridays, this is my hangout right here, baby. Along with the family.
Do you guys have any predictions for either Rumble match on the surprise appearances? Mike, we're gonna start. You don't have any like fantasy predictions. You don't have anyone that you.
Maybe John Cena might be coming back. Have you ever thought about that?
That would be interesting. I mean, Cena was in that horrible WrestleMania commercial.
Edge's coming back. Edge's coming back. You know.
That's true. And Cena's another person that doesn't need to win the Rumble, but it would actually be good to see him at this point.
Believe me, he's gonna come in there and he's gonna wrestle for the championship and gonna win it. And he's gonna have the record all by himself, 17.
Now,
I bet you that's gonna happen.
do you break? I like it, but do you break that record in front of whatever 25% of 80,000 is, or do you break that record next year?
Yeah, next year
when it's going to be a sold out 100,000 plus crowd.
That's when you do it. Yeah, that's when you do it.
You kind of want Cena in there to get eliminated by Elias, I guess, because they've been feuding the last couple of WrestleManias, but not in a real match. I would love nothing more, and I'm booking my fantasy match for WrestleMania, for Shawn Michaels for no good reason at all to show up somewhere in the Rumble.
He might come back.
And AJ throws Shawn out, and then Shawn get pissed off, and you set up that match for WrestleMania.
He might be good. Would that be something if Diesel come back?
Diesel's gonna tear a quad. And I don't need Diesel tearing a quad before WrestleMania because his parties are the best. I love going to Kevin Nash parties. Diesel does not need to tear a quad before WrestleMania.
I mean, that mother, what's it, Kevin Nash, I mean, you know.
How about Ronda Rousey?
No, please leave the UFC fighters alone.
That might be what to go.
It sounds logical, which, you know what I'm actually afraid of? Conor McGregor showing his face at the Rumble.
No.
And then I feel like the number one.
If you boxing, yeah, he can do that. He can wrestle.
Yeah, I know. And after that horrible, you see the pattern. Brock Lesnar loses, he comes to WWE. Ronda Rousey loses, she comes to WWE. Conor McGregor just got knocked the fuck out. He might become the WWE.
Oh, that guy beat him?
Yeah. I don't want to see it happen though, because like the only logical person for him to fight, if you want to do an Irish versus Irish feud, would be Sheamus. And I don't want to see any more part-timers, like, especially if they're going for titles. Leave the part-timers away from the belts. Book fantasy matches with your part-timers. Give people a reason to watch. The Rock doesn't need the belt. I want to see him whip his cousin's candy ass. But Roman doesn't need the belt either. Brock Lesnar. What?
Naomi will probably appear.
Naomi's a good surprise guest. She hasn't been around in a while. That's a good one.
Who's that?
Naomi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see her doing her tricks like Kofi does.
Yeah, and they took that away last year from Kofi. Yeah.
Because of Brock.
But they could have had Kofi come out after Brock got eliminated, still got his moment, and then eliminated him shortly after that. There was no need for that last year.
Even John Morrison going right out. You know, I was like, wow, what a return.
It was pointless. Absolutely pointless. Another person I could see returning, because he's working for the USA Network actively right now, might be Austin. Every person that goes on to his podcast that's not retired already jabs Austin, say, hey, you know, we could have this match anytime you want, Austin. It's always been my dream to fight you. I didn't get a chance to. You retired before I joined.
How about this Peacock with the WWE Network?
So I love all the memes. Vince McMahon loves cock. It's fantastic. A great way to bring DX into the fold. I like only having to pay $5 instead of $10 every month. That's good too. I'm a little bit upset that I didn't have any WWE stock or NBC stock when it happened, because they both made a profit this week.
Oh, man, I didn't think of that.
And WWE actually made a lot of money during this pandemic with none of us being in the crowd. USA Network paying them $200 million a year. Peacock's paying them like $250 million a year, and Mickey Mouse is paying them like $300 million a year. So they did a lot of work for not having a crowd. And I could respect that, because as long as wrestling lives, I have something to watch 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that. Life is fake.
Cost more money, or
No, it's only going to cost $5.
He get down, but look at him.
Peacock is free, but they have a premium version for $5. And the WWE Network's on the free version. The only thing I don't know is, are the pay-per-views now? Are we going to have to pay extra for the pay-per-views again? That I don't know. I have not found that anywhere. I've been trying to figure it out. And I'm sure Vince McMahon's getting pissed off with all the memes that Vince McMahon likes cock. Loves cock. Romans, Cena's, Hogan's, The Rock's, just to name a few. Peacock, apparently. Who's winning it? Who is winning the Rumble?
who is winning the...
Either one. Who is winning the Rumble?
Well, this is who I want to win the Royal Rumble. I want Bobby Lashley to win the Royal Rumble.
No, I was going to tell you. Get changed to USA.
And I was late. To
Oh, you're going USA tonight? All right. It's your birthday. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, because today is just
Oh, Mike.
the second.
I'm gonna ask you something here.
What's the Road Classic?
I'm just doing for 10. That's fine. $10.
Mike, can we get USA tonight? I think 242.
Thank you.
Not bad.
I'll give you USA tonight. It's your birthday. You got it. Oh yeah, which NXT person or people you think you're showing up?
It's gonna be 15. Yeah, $15 and we'll go.
We can also see Adam Cole,
I think I make a profit too.
I want to see the Archer.
my boy Damian Priest.
Yeah. Punishment Martinez.
Do we want to see an Adam Cole, AJ Styles clash at NXT? Because they screwed up at Survivor Series. They could have had the club, all four of them, versus
That was so silly. Man.
Undisputed Era.
No,
They teased it for.
like that. Yeah.
Didn't they tease that for like 2.5 weeks and then nothing came of it around Survivor Series? I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
For what?
Didn't they tease the club before they got fired versus Undisputed Era? And that would have had AJ and Finn team together for the first time in history.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
USA.
So I made a mess. Nothing new here, but I made a mess. Thank you.
What's coming?
Honestly, I have no idea. There was a conflict at work that I'm not going to talk about on the air. So I didn't. I'm sending it out first thing tomorrow. Friday is Mike's birthday. The podcast is doing something in cake. I'm sending that out tomorrow, but
When you want to get the cake? Tomorrow?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
what type of cake you want, blah?
No.
Alright.
It's on me. We got the money already. It's gonna be a crapper.
Red velvet.
Red velvet.
Ooh.
Red velvet. It's a big old cake, so everybody's gonna get some.
Actually, this is a perfect time to plug one of our sponsors. M&M Wine and Liquor sells a Bailey's Red Velvet for $35, $34.99, whatever it is. And if you live in the Yonkers, New Rochelle, anywhere from North Bronx to White Plains, it's just a $5 delivery charge. And they also own a beer side. You're only paying one charge for 2 stores. And your host, Slim Jim Dolly, will be your personal delivery driver. 12 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and 12 to 6 on Sundays. Perfect time for a plug. Thank you, Charlie.
There you go.
And that Bailey's Red Velvet is actually pretty good.
There you go.
I still want to know Mike's choice for the men and women's Royal Rumble, though. Who's winning this, Mike? I got to know.
I don't have a clue.
Are they going to give us Daniel Bryan for the men's Rumble because Daniel deserved it for a couple of years ago and they feel bad from stealing Bryan's moment? Are they going to give it to Shinsuke Nakamura because they feel Shinsuke is the new Daniel Bryan or the new Kofi? Who are they giving it to, Mike? I got questions. I need answers.
It's going to be Christian.
No.
I think for the
No more matches. No more matches.
It's got to be Christian.
Why does it have to be
Give
Christian?
him his chance.
It should be Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan should win this one this time.
I agree. Will it be Kurt Angle? Will it be The Undertaker? How mad are we all going to be, though? I know I was kidding, but how mad are we all going to be if after we watch that 5-part series on the WWE Network about Taker retiring, that Taker shows up at the Rumble?
It's not going to be Taker. It's going to be Mark Calloway.
I can't. Actually, time out.
Mean Mark.
Time out. Maybe the Phenom retired, but did the American Badass retire?
What about the Ministry?
That falls under the Phenom, kind of.
How about the Red Devil, Big Red, whatever?
Maybe that could work.
That's like the heel version.
See, now if we hear keep rolling, 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 like I was doing on January 2nd, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Thank you, Samara. Keep rolling. I'm sorry. No.
I don't want to hear that song.
No, but if we hear that and Taker wins.
I want to hear You're Gonna Pay.
No. We want that. If Taker wins, we want that song. And then if he goes up to Roman, we go, fuck Roman, Roman, Roman.
Nice.
Fuck Roman, Roman, Roman. It's great. You weren't there for the SummerSlam after party?
I really hope I don't see Michelle McCool because I blame her for taking leave.
Yeah, that's a fair sentence. The night of Roman's retirement, where Roman won the match, she said, "Yo, if you only have 5% battery life, save it for my husband. He's losing the match. He's retiring, and then he comes back the fucking next year." But I did meet Michelle McCool. Oh, that was dope of her to be like, "Hey, listen, it's cool that you want to take a photo of me, but since you got low battery, save it for my husband." That was dope. WrestleMania Orlando.
That was the best WrestleMania I've been to.
And then there's... Are we going to Tampa? I need to know. I've been fighting with this internally for a while now. Even if we just fly in for the weekend and then fly out on Monday. No. Because clearly the Kevin Nash party's not happening. Clearly Access is probably not happening. It would literally just be...
I'm going to go to WrestleMania live in front of my TV.
Hey, you come out cheaper. But that's what I'm going to do. Sunday, I'm going to do because I'm starting, my cleanse, so I don't want to get distracted. Deal with these guys, I get distracted.
Whatever are you talking about? You don't get distracted. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
I get distracted, I'll be hanging out with you guys.
But you're starting your cleanse on Monday.
Monday, yeah, but you got to get psyched up,
No. You gotta have that one last fat meal on Sunday.
I am gonna have that. I'm gonna have that.
Right.
I'm gonna have it home. But I don't want to deal with you knuckleheads.
Who do we got, Nick? Who's winning the Rumble?
Thank you.
Look at
Bobby
that.
Lashley to win.
Look at that.
And I want
You're great.
You want Lashley and who?
Bobby Lashley.
Move that with that thing.
Okay. I'm going with,
Comfortable like that?
and I know I'm asking for a lot here, but I'm going with Lita and Daniel Bryan.
She might come back. How about Lita? Yeah.
I'm going with Lita, and because I don't feel Lita had a proper retirement match. I know Trish had a proper retirement match. I don't think Lita did. I could be wrong. But I would also be okay with Alexa Bliss
Listen,
winning.
You see what Randy Orton did?
That was awesome. I was so happy when he did that.
And not for nothing, that means Bliss is entitled to a rematch on Monday because she won the match by disqualification, technically.
No, but what kind of match was that?
It was a regular title match.
It was like
She did not use the horse as a weapon.
It was 3-on-1. It was not fair. Right?
Time out.
Oscar don't deserve
Time out.
that.
You know who actually knows the thing about that? Every guy that's ever had a straight bipolar girlfriend. Ever. It's always 3-on-1.
Yeah, you're right.
There's the part that loves you, there's the part that wants to kill you, and there's the part that hates you. It's always a 3-on-1 attack. Not jabbing my current relationship, I'm jabbing my past relationships. dated me in the past, fuck you. Charlie, you got any predictions? You got anyone you want to see win?
I don't know. They all are good, man. They're all a good wrestlers. They're all a good wrestlers. I don't know, man. I'm just
Originally, I actually thought Jay White was going to be part of it, but then it was all, he's still in Japan, right?
How might not mean nothing?
Imagine if he like surprised everybody and showed up.
Because Tonga said we'd rather work with WWE than work with AEW. So that actually might not mean anything. And then that would be another cool stare-off too. You get AJ, Adam Cole, and Jay to all stare at each other at the Rumble. It could be a pretty cool moment. I want to actually finish the podcast before I finish these wings. Shotzi Blackheart needs to be in the Rumble this year. I don't give a fuck.
What about Io Shirai?
She's the NXT Women's Champion. Technically, she's not eligible because what happened last year? Charlotte went for the NXT Champion.
I could see Shotzi with a tank entering, and then she gets thrown out and lands on the tank.
I would love some Shotzi to
ground.
Ah, loopholes. Love it.
And he drives around like, yeah, I'm still in there.
I love loopholes. I'm in. Or what if Shotzi shows up to the wrong match and she shows up for the men's rumble and then Kofi lands on the tank and she drives Kofi back to the ramp?
How about if Bray Wyatt came out with 3 different gimmicks? Like,
that would take away from 2 other competitors. I liked what Kevin Owens said in a recent interview, that even though I'm not in the Rumble this year, it should be 40 men and 40 women. And then I even thought about it. That would make sense. 10 Raw, 10 NXT, 10 SmackDown, 10 surprise entrants.
Hey, Nick, when the podcast is over, I'm going to talk about something.
But
When that's over, I'm going to talk about something. I'll get your father out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get my brain burn it up, man. I'm going to tell you what to do. You bring his regular ass. You bring it.
No, I have explicit content on. You think I'm not going to curse on my own show? Hell no.
I'll bring his regular ass out there. I'll make sure. Oh, I can talk now?
2 more minutes.
All right.
2 more minutes. Both title matches. Who's winning? Both male title matches. Who's winning? Is Goldberg going to steal the title from us until WrestleMania again?
No.
Nick, get a fall. I know God made fingers before he made fork, but come on. I raised you up. I didn't drag you up, brother.
Hey. And then.
I raised you up.
And then.
There you go. Now dip it in there and slop it up. There you go.
Will The Miz cash in on either champion? What do you think? Does The Miz cash in on either champion tonight? Or Sunday night, rather?
Damn, I don't know.
Like, we gotta get a new suit.
I would love nothing more than The Miz cash in on Roman. Can you imagine if you hear, instead of The Rock coming in at the Rumble, can you imagine, finally, The Rock has come
Here it
back?
goes again.
I feel like they're going to save him for Hollywood.
They could, but how are you going to convince? Because I don't think they're going to sell a 2-night package. So I think they're actually going to be assholes and make half of us pay for Saturday and half of us pay for Sunday. And because realistically, unless you're in Jacksonville, you haven't seen a wrestling show live in a while, a lot of people are going to go, alright, fuck it, I'll do it.
Right?
I just don't know. So if you have The Miz come out after The Rock's bottom Roman Reigns, then you get The Rock out of the title picture, so temporarily at least, and then you have a Hollywood actor helping another Hollywood actor become champion. The Miz and The Rock have had a feud in the past anyway, so that's how I would book that ending. Thank you so much. We'll talk about the undercard matches on Friday while we're celebrating the man, the myth, the madness. His birthday.
The man, the myth, the mic.
The madness. My name is Slim Jim Dolly. Nick, the madness of Charlie. We're out.
I'm Pops, man.
Pops. Like it.
I'm Pops, man. I gotta upload the status quo.
Like once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Hey.
I told you, I told him, bro.
We thank you for listening, and tune into us Friday for the birthday edition of the Broken and Disturbed Creative Podcast, while we go over NXT, AEW, and talk a hell of a lot of shit. We out.